Alright, cooking with Matt. First attempt at a probably failed series. So today I'm making lunch and just kind of proving that you can do all this stuff pretty quickly. I'm going to start by preheating the pan, put it on a medium heat, put a tablespoon of virgin coconut oil on it. Probably a little bit more coconut oil than I actually need for the amount of fish that I'm putting in, but it's not just going to go to waste. So what we're making today is Flounder that I got at the fresh market. It's a little over 1/4 pound. Put some Kalamata olives in it that came pre-pitted, and season it with oregano and parsley. So put it on the medium heat, wait until the oil starts to melt. Once you start seeing that about half of the amount of oil you put in is melted, you'll throw the fish into the pan. Not the greatest piece of flounder that you've ever seen, but what can you expect for a landlocked city? Probably should have thought more about the commentary before I started this, but I'm not used to talking to anybody while I cook, unless it's about something stupid. So once the oil's about that melted, you got a good base on the pan, you'll throw the fish in. Just like that. It's a white fish, so I usually cook it until it gets nice and flaky. So the fact that it's a little bit larger than the pan I'm cooking it in isn't that big of a deal. It'll break it up while I'm cooking it. I'm going to keep it running even though it's kind of boring, just so you can see this is actually about a 5-minute, 10-minute process. So no matter how busy you are, you can make yourself a decent paleo meal for not that much. I think the fish cost $4. This whole thing of olives, I'm not going to use all of it. Cost me about $3, and then parsley and oregano, multiple uses obviously. So you can say, obviously, you can probably justify this as being about a $6 meal, which, considering the time commitment and what you get for $6 if you went out, it's not too bad of a deal for yourself. I'll wait till the fish starts to cook a little bit and starts getting a little bit more transparent than what it is before I throw the olives in. I just want them to be about the same temperature as the fish when they come out, but I don't necessarily want to cook them. And I'm not going to start seasoning it until close to the end, just because I don't want all the flavor to cook out of the actual spices. This is what it's looking like in the pan. You see that the oil isn't really sizzling or anything like that. I don't want to cook it on super high heat necessarily, even though it'll help speed the process. But just enough to get the oil all the way around the fish. I think flounder kind of has a mild taste, not really too overpowering, so I like adding coconut oil instead of olive oil. I think the flavor is a little bit better, even though it would probably go better to use olive oil with the since I'm cooking with olives. Just generally I don't like putting olive oil under that kind of heat. I think the fat kind of turns rancid, which just doesn't even sound good to anybody. So there it is cooking. Actually I'm going to break this up in 2 pieces.